everyone, and thanks again for tuning into the Natural Minded Soul. Now, I've done all the M&Ms for this week, and I wanted to also compile them into a vlog, because sometimes Instagram can really bite by only give you a minute of what to say. So I decided to make vlogs to greater expound on the M&Ms, especially if they're all pulling from the same place, so that we can chew on a little bit more than just 3 minutes. Now, this vlog is about Mark 14, and if you follow me on social media, you've probably seen I did 3 M&Ms on it about the lessons that you can learn from Mark 14. Now, the first one was offering our best affections. Now, it is so important that we remember to offer our best affections, because sometimes throughout life we can get caught up in the mundane routine thing of things. Okay, so I know I have to read the Bible. Let me try to get my Bible app. I want to get this 50-day streak to make sure I read a Bible scripture a day. Or let me dedicate 20 minutes to talk to God every day. I'm doing it every morning, this and this and that. You don't want to get caught up in the routine. Now, routine is good because you want to make sure you keep that relationship going. You keep everything fresh with God. You keep talking to Him all day, every day. But don't get caught up in routine. I have to do this at this time for this exact time of minutes. God can speak to you in 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour. It doesn't matter. But in that, we have to remember to manage our greatest affection to God, not to just do our due diligence. Because in Mark 14, and especially in verse 3, she brought to him an alabaster box of perfume. Now, this was worth over a year's worth of wages. So that means she's offering $30,000, $75,000 or more just to break and place on God's head and anoint him with oil. Just think about that. What do we have in our life that is of such great value? And it's not even that can we give that to God or do we own things of great value. But if it came down to it, are we willing to give that up for God? Even a great patriarch, Abraham, that we know about. Abraham wanted a son so bad. God made him a father and a leader of many men. However, he wanted a son that he could see and hug and feel and hold, and he believed that God would deliver that to him, and he did. God gave him Isaac. And also with Isaac became so affectionated by Abraham that he was kind of starting to fight for the place of number one in God's heart. And God is like, God want to be number one. He's a jealous God. We know that in the Bible. So God asked him to sacrifice his son. And although it pained Abraham, at the end of the day, he was like, God, there must be another way. No matter what it is, I know you got me. I know you have my best interests at heart, and I can trust you with my greatest affection, which is my son. And you are number one in my life over my greatest affection, and I'm going to offer this to you. And God stopped that hand right in the nick of time to where Abraham didn't have to sacrifice Isaac. But are we willing to sacrifice that? Are we willing to give up our money, our time, our focus? Are we willing to travel clear across the world? Are we willing to count dimes and nickels? Are we willing to live in the hood instead of the mansion on the hill? Are we willing to go in the belly of Satan and say and do all that God has said, even at the brink of death? Are we willing to give up these things for God? Because God has given up everything for us. He gave and sacrificed his only begotten son, a murderous, treacherous death. Jesus was beaten to death, mocked, scorned. I wouldn't wish that on my greatest enemy, and God gave his son for us. So it is so important that we are willing and we remain humble to the point that, God, you are number one in my life. God, I'm willing to give you any and everything in my life, even my greatest affections, because you deserve that much.
From falling apart flesh, liquid lace lung, them phlegm swims inside his chest, blood test positive, odds of finding a spouse.